Today we are rebooking WrestleMania 32. This has been done a lot of times by a lot of different people, but let's get straight into this. The reasons why this show has been rebooked so much is because of a lot of poor choice of winners and the general talent pool for the card that they could have chose was hampered by John Cena and Seth Rollins both being injured. In the opener, I'm going to keep it very similar, so it's still going to be the Intercontinental Championship ladder match with Zack Ryder, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, Sami Zayn, Sin Cara, but I'm swapping Stardust out because Stardust 2016 is a dead character by this point. And he was in the WrestleMania 31 ladder match, so I think he would live without being in the WrestleMania 32 one. So I'm subbing in Neville, because imagine how sick Neville would have been in that match. He would have done some unbelievable spots. But I am going to keep the winner the same, Zack Ryder. Also keeping it at the 15-minute runtime. Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. We're going to keep at the 17-minute runtime. Just got to change the winner to AJ Styles winning. This was AJ Styles' first WrestleMania match. It didn't make a lot of sense for Jericho to win this, especially a 2016 Jericho, who's, you could say, on the way out. He's out the company in 2 years, so I think it would have been better if AJ Styles had won. The League of Nations versus the New Day. We're going to change the winner. The New Day are going to win this one due to Legends returning, can be to help New Day to win, and the three Legends were Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and Mick Foley. But I'm going to add The Rock to this group of Legends, because the Rock promo and then match against Eric Rowan was... What's the point? It was like 20 minutes The Rock was rambling, interrupted by the Wyatt family, and then he squashes Eric Rowan in about 6 seconds. And it was a waste of time, and I'd rather not. So just add The Rock to the group of Legends. And I'm also going to reduce this match length to 8 minutes instead of 10 minutes. Next up, in a no-holds-barred street fight, instead of Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, because they had zero chemistry, we are going to have Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt, and also increase the match from 15 minutes instead of 13. Brock is still going to win, but it's a much better showcase of Bray Wyatt rather than coming out, interrupting The Rock, sending Eric Rowan to lose in 6 seconds. It's much better of Bray Wyatt to actually be in a high-profile match against Brock Lesnar, and hopefully the match will be better than it was with Dean Ambrose. Then I've got Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, triple threat. Keep the participants the same. Change the winner though. We're going to let Sasha Banks win because she rightfully deserved it. To be honest, Charlotte Flair did not need to win here. Sasha Banks, I'd give it to her. Also, increasing the match to 20 minutes from a 16-minute runtime will also allow a better showcase in terms of... Because this is kind of... you can argue this is a start of the Women's Revolution for the new Women's Championship. Women are starting to be taken seriously. So I think increasing that runtime will just help that, to be honest. And then The Undertaker versus Shane McMahon was a fine match, but 30 minutes is too long for two old men. So we're going to reduce it to 25 minutes. Undertaker still wins. Hopefully chipping 5 minutes off it will make it a little flow a bit better, a better pacing, and yeah, I mean, this Undertaker's a bit past it. Shane's still okay in 2016, but I don't think there's not much. I don't know what else I would have Undertaker doing, and so we're gonna keep it the same, just make it a little bit shorter. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is one of the only matches that I'm going to keep exactly the same. Keep it in 9 minutes. Baron Corbin's a perfect winner because, you know, on his way up from NXT, this was the right move to give him a big win on the WrestleMania stage. So yeah, I'm going to keep this exactly the same. And finally, what was a slog, a 27-minute slog between Roman Reigns and Triple H. I'm going to go with the obvious thing here. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose, where Roman Reigns is the champion. To be honest, the entire Triple H 2016 run was unnecessary, just to try and get Roman over, and that ultimately failed. And 4 years later, you turned him heel, which was unbelievable. So I'd give Dean the Rumble. Dean was the runner-up, and if you give Dean the Rumble, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose would be a much better match. So we're going to have Roman Reigns walk in as a champion. Dean Ambrose wins the Royal Rumble. Dean Ambrose wins the match, but I'm going to make it slightly shorter. We're going to reduce it to 22 minutes from 27. So, firstly, let me know what you thought of this rebook down in the comments. I'd happily do more WrestleMania rebooks or other rebooking of shows in general. But the overall total wrestling was 137 minutes. And we've got that down to 131 minutes, whilst also cutting out the needless Rock 20-minute ramble by throwing him in with the rest of the legends. And yeah, I think it's a decent little rebook. Obviously, didn't have great tools available with people out injured, but I think I've done the best that I possibly could with this rebook.